going on, everybody? Brian again with you. Got another kind of little overview on these pack of dogs here. Tell you, Sheepdog's nothing new, but this is probably one of my favorite knife designs. If not probably the favorite knife design. I just absolutely love this blade shape. I love just about everything about these knives. I've got represented all three sizes here. Now I do have access to a couple of the titanium ones and the carbon fiber, but I'll just keep it with these more entry level. These are all the 154 CM blades. We've got two, one on each side here, the micarta, and then the black rich light here in the middle for the regular sized. So I'll just want to start from the biggest and work my way around. We'll just set these guys off to the side here, kind of set them out of the way. So the XL Sheepdog, and this is in there in Kizer's black micarta. Excuse me, I got a little bit of oil there. So I do carry these knives. These are not unboxings. This is my newest one, but they've all of my knives get carried. But so you might see some oil or some smudges or something. But like I said, easily one of my favorite blade shapes. Just an absolute beast of a blade. And looking at the liners, I mean, just again, just an absolute beast of a knife. You never think about it, but the blade is coming in at about 4 inches on the blade length, and the weight on this guy is, I think it's just shy of 8.5 ounces. But finger hole big enough there for me to at least to stick my whole finger in, get a reverse flick going. And this thing locks up like a bank vault. Actually, probably need to zoom out a little bit. Let's see, it won't let me zoom out any further. Drop shot action. Now, one thing I have noticed, I don't know if this is just mine or what, but the pocket clip on the XL seems a little flatter than the one on the regular. Can't tell it when you're carrying it. Again, it just absolute drop shut. Detent's tuned perfectly. See him off here to the side. And I'm going to take a look at the regular. So this is the normal sized, with black rich light. I was lucky enough to win this at the Kizer meet during Blade Show in Atlanta. Got the satin blade. Again, 154 CM. These guys, the regular Sheepdog, comes in just shy of 3.5 inch blade and just shy of 4.5 ounces. Again, the reverse flick on these, thumb flick, is just an absolute fidget monster. Even for only having, one type of deployment with just that thumb hole. Now, with this one, my only real complaint, and it's not even really a complaint, it's just more of a nitpick, is the feel in hand because of the rich light. It's a little, I don't know, that needs to be more contoured around the sides. So I think I might try to put this on a slack belt and just try to round these edges off a little bit more, maybe get a little more contour there. But it add with the kind of a honeycomb frag pattern, whatever you want to call it there, does add enough traction. It's not completely slick. It's just not the handle material of choice for me. I definitely like G10 micarta. You know, if I want to have something slick, I want it to be carbon fiber or titanium. You know, something that's more premium. But again, nothing else bad to say about these knives. Detent's tuned perfectly. Just absolutely incredible knives. Now for the little guy. And this one I've had the longest. So I'm going to try to bring in a little bit of light here so you can see. So this one, you can see there we go, it's not just blown out now. This one started off life just like the XL here. Same micarta. Both were, this was the black micarta. I dyed this one blue, changed out the pivot collar to that blue pivot collar. There you go, now you can kind of see that blue popping through there. It's just a really dark blue. Again, still, even this little guy, drop shut action. Thumb hole on the small one for a thumb flick is a little awkward for me. I can still do it. But I think on the small one, the slow roll is where it's at with the thumb. And then the reverse flick is just butter. Now for this little guy, you've got about a 2.6 inch blade and just shy of 2.5 ounces, I believe, was the weight on these guys. So the little one is a very much lightweight carry, but you still have, you know, over 2.5 inches of blade length here. And with this, you know, with the way these blades are ground and how big they are absolute cutters. These things just shred anything you touch. Haven't had any problems out of any of them. Again, probably one of my favorite design knives from one of my favorite companies. I absolutely love what Kizer's done with these knives. I've got several others you guys will be seeing coming up, as long as some others from some of my favorite brands. But if you guys have any questions, don't be afraid to ask away in the comments. You know, hit me up on Instagram. I can't link anything in the description yet. Apparently, I have to be posting or something for so many months before that can happen. But again, if you have any questions, just ask away in the comments or hit me up on Instagram. Same thing. It's Bedman EDC. Again, this is Brian. Appreciate you guys. Take care.